G'day y'all. In this video what I'll go over is how to actually change and place onto your slouch hat a new chin strap. As you can see on this slouch hat that we have here, it's quite well worn and stretched out, so decided it's time to replace that. We've got a new one here. So the equipment that we'll use today in order to change out the chin straps, firstly we've got the new chin strap here, we've got some leather conditioner, we've got a brown texture. I've got some implements that may assist us in getting the slouch hat off the retaining clip inside. The best part I've found is to use a small flathead screwdriver. I've got some jeweler's screwdrivers here. If you're fresh out of those small screwdrivers, you can even use a fork or the end of the fork. To retain the chin strap, we can use a safety pin, which is found, funnily enough, in your issued sewing kit, or I love to retain the straps on the inside is with a simple, ordinary, everyday household stapler. So the first thing that we'll do is, before we remove the old chin strap, is we'll prepare the new one. And so what we'll do here is we'll apply the leather conditioner onto both sides. Being leather, it's always good to apply a conditioner onto any leather products. It helps with its longevity. And also we'll use the brown marker to colour in on the sides of the actual chin strap itself, and you can see I've started to do that there, and you can see the difference that it makes. So it's the first thing we'll do. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then work our way into taking the actual old chin strap and retaining the new chin strap. Right, so the first thing that we'll do is we'll apply the conditioner onto the chin strap, and we'll just let it soak in. While we're letting it soak in, we'll go ahead and just colour in the sides of the chin strap with the brown marker. We'll do both sides. You don't have to put a great deal on there, it's only a small bit of leather. So we'll do both sides of it. And let that soak in. I'll just go ahead and colour in the sides. Once again, doesn't take much to do, and it does make a difference. If you can see it close up, you can see the difference that it does make. So it's attention to detail, really. So I'll go ahead and I'll do all the other sides, and then I'll bring you back in to show the finished product, and we'll move on with the next step. Okay, so I'm almost finished. You can see the difference between the light and the dark contrast on there. So I've just got a few more areas to do on the chin strap, and then we can wipe the conditioner off, and then we're good to go to remove the old one. Alright, so there we are, the chin strap's all coloured in. Arts and crafts for the day. Now I'll just give it a quick buff off to get any of the excess conditioner off. And we'll put it on both sides, so I'll take both sides off as well. There we go. Alright, so when we place the chin strap on the hat, so the hat is facing forwards as if we were wearing it, the part of the chin strap that has the eyelet on it is always on the left hand side. Okay, Obviously if you're at RMC it's a little bit different, but for us normal people it's on the left hand side. First of all, before you actually place it anywhere near the hat, it's always a good idea to slide the buckle down. For some reason it's always at the extremity, so just slide it down a little bit closer, because I've never known anyone with a jaw that big. So slide that down there, and that'll just help us pre-position it before we place it onto the hat. So now we'll go on with actually removing the old chin strap from it. Right, so here we go with removing it. So the hat's facing forwards. Always remember that the eyelet is on the left hand side. So what we'll do is we'll remove one side first. Doesn't really matter which side. You can see this is held in with a stapler, with a staple. So all that is just threaded through the gap in between the hat and the band, and punctured with a staple on the inside of the hat band. So you know, if you're lucky you can do it with just your thumbnail, fingernail, and remove the staple. If not, that's where your screwdriver comes in place. So just a matter of getting that out. So there we have that side. You can see it's really well worn, and you might notice there's some green deposits on there. That's just quite common actually for the amount of grime and sweat and dirt that comes off your chin, head and face onto your chin strap. That's what I was saying about the conditioner. If you keep your chin strap conditioned, it'll get a little bit more longevity than what this tied bit of leather is like. On another video I'll actually go through on how to refurbish and clean the chin strap and other metal parts of the chin strap, but we won't cover in this one. So we've taken that part out. Now the next part on the left hand side we've actually secured it into the eyelet inside. So it is just a matter of lifting it up, taking the pressure off it, and then pulling it out, and that's the hat it removed. So there we go, that's the old one removed, and we'll go on and place on the new one. Right, so I've got the old one placed next to the new one. What's a good idea now is to, so you know, you can get that buckle in the right place just about dead on, is to just use this one as your template, and say that this buckle will need to come up here, so you just need to move it up so that it's about the right same height, because we're going to attach the chin strap in the same method, so therefore if they're about the same size, chances are that we'll get it right, pretty much spot on. But I'll go through and demonstrate how you actually measure it up and make sure it's in the correct spot for your particular head, cruet, melon or nut, whichever you prefer. So there we go, so that's just about right. We can make some final minor adjustments once we get it on our head. But first of all we'll click in the left hand side because that's the most difficult, and then we're going to staple in the right side, and we'll use a couple of staples just so it holds, but we'll do one as a test before we actually go hard and ram some more staples in there. Right, so there we go, we'll start with the fitting. Here we go with the fitting. Okay, remember we're going to place it on as the hat's facing forward. We're going to place it on the left hand side. So part of the strap with the eyelet in, okay, is going to be on the left hand side and on the inside like so. Make sure that the leather, the gloss part of the leather is facing outwards, when you put it on. Alright, so that's the inside, that's facing the inside on your chin. On the inside of that's the part that will face in towards the hat, that's the outside. So when you flip the hat over, okay, in between the actual hat and the band itself there's a little gap, okay, and that's purposely made to slip in the chin strap like so. Okay, just take that in as far as it can go, because you're going to need a little bit of slack to play with. So on the inside, I'll just move this hat around so you can see, that chin strap needs to spread like so. Okay, once it's spread, that then needs to sit around that loop there, so it'll pull when you apply pressure and pull down on it. It'll actually sit in flush with the on the chin strap itself. Alright, so it's just a matter of placing the chin strap around the buckle, and you may need to massage it, and that's where your screwdriver or fork handle comes in play, to make sure that it gets in and wraps around there. So I'll continue to muck around with this. And get it in. Yeah, so I'll continue mucking around with this, but just be aware too, when you get a new hat and you're trying to put the chin strap on for the first time, you'll notice that brass buckle on the inside, that retaining clip, will be pushed hard up against the inside of the fur felt of the hat, and you will need to use some sort of tool, i.e. your screwdriver, to get in there and lift it up slightly and move it away from the inside of the hat, just to allow you a bit more wriggle room to get your chin strap in and over the buckle. So once you've spread the strap over the inside of the buckle, you just need to then pull down on it, and the chin strap itself will just retain itself under its own weight in tension with that buckle. So it's quite good at its job, and it should be, because sometimes it can take a little bit of mucking around to get the chin strap in and under the buckle. But once I've done it, and I'm almost there. Once I've done it, I'll just zoom in and show you exactly what it looks like. So that's pretty much it there. So I'm just trying to get it there. So you should be able to see that there. So the finished product there, that's what it looks like there. And that's fully pulled down there now. So I'm just applying pressure on it now, and it's locked into place, and that's very, very difficult to dislodge through normal duties. Okay, so there you go. That's locked into place. So now the next part of it is we take the actual chin strap and we place it into the gap on the other side of the hat. Okay, and we're not retaining this part at the moment. Simply placing it into the other purpose made gap in there, and just pull that through slightly. Right, so we're almost there. So what we do now is we then place the hat on the head, bearing in mind that that's the front of the head. So we now place the hat on the head, and then we make sure that the buckle lines up, and then I'll place that diagram up on the screen now. Make sure the buckle lines up with your with the corner of the mouth. Okay, this is going to be our grade 2, so it's going to line up with the just under the corner of the mouth. And once we're happy with that, like we may just make the final adjustment. So by looking in the mirror while you've got the hat on, you can then looking in the mirror, you can then make the adjustments by pulling down on the chin strap or pulling it up. Okay, once you've locked it into place and you've looked in the mirror and that's where you want it, that is when you then place a staple into your chin strap. So placing a staple through the chin strap and the band itself. So you line it up, and when you place the staple through, it'll go through the hat band, it'll go through the chin strap itself, and it'll staple itself there. So just place one in there, and then you go back and you double check it, because that's your final check. Place your hat on, have a look in the mirror, make sure that the buckle on the chin strap lines up to where you want it to in relation to your mouth. Once you're happy with that, or even if you're not happy, you make your final adjustments by taking the staple out and then adjusting the chin strap again. Once you're happy with it, dart another couple of staples in there, so you've got 3 in there, and then you're good to go. You've got your new chin strap, and you look and feel $1 million. So what I'll do now is I'll just go, I'll go ahead and actually measure it up, and I'll bring it back and show you what it looks like when we chuck the staples in there. Right, so we're back, we've measured it up, and that's where I need to place the staple. And as you can see, there's only going to be a little bit of the actual chin strap that's going to protrude through into the inside. So I make my initial staple, and then I go away, place it on the hat on head in the mirror, having a look again, make sure it's all good, happy with it, and I come back and throw another staple in there. Right, so that's stapled. You can see on both sides that it's stapled, it's locked in there, and it's not going to move. So there we go. Right, so give that a go. Of course, let me know if you've got any other ways of securing it. I know with my actual grade 1, this was done a long time ago. I've actually secured it in there with a safety pin. Alright, so that's another method of doing it. See the safety pin in there. So that method does work, and it's quite comfortable. I don't really notice it in there when I'm wearing it. But the staple for my grade 2, that's what I use for that. So there we go. I hope that helped you out, and you can refer back to it. That's the beauty of YouTube. You can refer back to it whenever you need to. Alright, thanks very much for your time, and stay tuned for my next video on the very interesting refurbishment of chin straps. Thanks for your time. Bye.